So I'm taking a bit of a coffee break and I thought I'd fire up the camera and the microphone and just kind of chat with people in my that follow my YouTube channel and watch my videos. And this video is for you. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I watch other YouTubers. One of them says something very interesting, very, very interesting today. And it struck me particularly interesting because of a comment that I got a day or two prior. And that comment, I'm not going to call anybody out, but basically was from a viewer who said, Bruce, you should really specialize in your videos because you don't have a lot of depth in what you talk about. And for some particular reason, normally I'm very good at letting comments just roll off my shoulder. Right? That's what you do as a content creator. You ignore a lot of stuff. You have to be really thick-skinned in order to make videos, right? To put yourself out there, to let people see ultimately who you are. And you get haters out there because people find it so easy to have that anonymity right behind the keyboard and just say all this stuff, and you just kind of learn to let it go. You just let it go. And I've addressed certain things in the past, dealing with, for example, my age. I make no bones. I'm mature. I'm mature. I've been around the block for many, many years. And I still work every day in the world of IT. But this comment, getting back to this comment about doing very specific things and specializing and giving more in-depth videos, more in-depth. And I think about that a lot. I've taken that comment and I've kind of sliced and diced it in my mind. And I thought about, okay, how do you make something more in-depth? Because there's different styles of technology videos out there, right? You have some that I consider to be very production line oriented. It's a very formula-driven way of making a video. It's, it'll be some beauty shots with the voiceover, maybe a little bit of a final analysis, 1, 2, 3 cookie cutter type of video. And there are some of those that do very, very, very well. There's others that try to add a little bit of comedy to the video. And there's others who maybe they specialize in certain parts, maybe just doing PC builds, or they'll do water cooling, or there's some that maybe specializes in software how-tos. But I get that. There's an audience for doing very specialized videos. But there's also, I think, an audience out there who is just as interested in the experience of an item, what it can do for them, and learning why the YouTuber, the content creator, why they bought it, what are they using it for. And so when you talk about depth in a video, you have to remember, I think this is so very important, you've got to remember that people have generally a short attention span. And if you try to go into a lot of depth, particularly in a genre of products that maybe have already a large amount of these cookie cutter production type of videos, I think you're going to lose people very, very quickly in the video. I mean, once you talk about, say, a graphics card, all right? Right now, if you can't go to just about any technology reviewer and not see about see a video review or benchmarks or what have you about the new NVIDIA GTX, was it 1080? Everybody's reviewing those things. And ultimately, will this, to the average consumer out there, is this video card going to bring about a better experience with virtual reality gaming, 4K gaming? Well, maybe, maybe not. But that's the reality. Most people just want to know if it's going to be able to allow them to do what they want to do, right? But of course, there's people who's very much into specs, and that's why these channels do very, very well. I, for one, would argue that there is a market out there in technology to talk about the experience of a particular product. Why did I buy it? Why did I choose it over something else? How is it making my life better? Because ultimately, isn't that the reality of any product we buy? What it does for you, what it does for us as consumers? Is it really worth the $600, the $400? And so, yeah, this is the kind of thing I do. And so how in depth do you get with that without boring the audience to death? See, and that is something I've pondered for the last couple days. How to keep from creating boring content. I changed the name of my channel. I changed it to just Bruce Naylor from Frugal Tech because I felt that would allow me to make more videos that were more to my liking. Because I make these videos for me. All right? I don't mean to sound, I know you're going to say, Bruce, you're a narcissist. You're so egotistical. No, it's not that at all. This is a hobby. I never intended to get rich off YouTube. I don't have any delusions of making a lot of money off of YouTube. This is my therapy, all right? This is, at the end of the day, this is my therapy. Is to be able to sit and talk to you and share with you a little bit about who I am, and it's been great. And not being just limited to trying to find inexpensive solutions like the name Frugal would imply now gives me the opportunity to sit down with you and make these kind of videos. They're not as structured. I've got this camera mounted on a Joby GorillaPod here on a desk, and I just flip it on, and I'll start talking to it, and I'm not going to do any real editing to it. It's not. I'll render it as MP4 file, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'm just going to call it a day because I want to share with you and do my therapy here and just get some things off my chest. Now, this other YouTuber and is somebody that I started following not terribly long ago, less than probably a year. I listened to him today on a video. I was talking about, what he alluded was, if you're a YouTuber with under 50,000 subscribers, then you probably don't have it. You're probably not going to be successful in YouTube. It was like you're probably not worth bothering with if you have less than 50,000 subscribers. You probably don't have the charisma, whatever that it is. And so I looked at my subscriber numbers. I'm not quite 12,000 subscribers, and I've been at this for a long time. So by listening to this content creator, I could say, gee, you know what? There's absolutely no point to wasting my time making a single more video. I'll sell my cameras, get rid of the microphones, get rid of the lights. I mean, why not? They're just taking up space. Nobody's watching my videos. So why have this stuff, right? And then I remember, because it's my therapy, it's a hobby, it's something I enjoy doing. Some people, Robert Santel is another YouTuber, your geeky tipster. We kind of become a little bit of internet friends. We're not best pals or anything, but he just made a video the other day talking about a friend of his that says, give it up, Robert. It's a waste of time. You're not going anywhere. Do something else with your life. And you know what? He made a very good video. and said, look, this is something I enjoy doing. Would I love to do this full time? He said, yes, of course. Would I love to do it full time? Not so sure. I don't know if I'm particularly creative enough to every day produce, a video. As right now I got the luxury of doing it whenever the hell I want. Whenever the hell I want to sit down and make a video, I got the luxury of doing so. I'm not trying to feed my family off this. I mean, there's some people doing it, obviously, and they're doing a really successful job. I just like to sit down with my mug of coffee. This is, I get this at Walmart. It's 8 o'clock breakfast blend coffee or whatever. It's really tasty. I live on this stuff. But I got the freedom to flip on the camera, talk about the things I want to talk about, and you, the audience, you have that right to, thumbs up the video, thumbs down the video, leave comments, switch to another channel, whatever it is you want to do. It's up to you to determine if the content I make is of value to you, right? That's what it's all about. Is what I'm doing valuable to you? And if it is, then welcome to my channel. Welcome to what I'm doing here. Because it's a channel, I can do all kinds of things. I can do vlogs. I can do some product reviews. I can maybe do some traveling at some point. I can talk about business. I love the business of information technology. Maybe that should be my specialty, the business of information technology. Do I know how to configure a network? Well, yes, I do. I have to for my job. I know how to configure a network. Is it something I want to make a video about? No. Doesn't particularly. I don't find it interesting. Do I know how to troubleshoot a firewall? Yes. Have to. It's my job. Do I know about different security applications? Yes. Do I, yeah, I know this stuff, but other than work, to me, that's work. Trying to be creative and make something hopefully interesting, that's my therapy. That's the reason I get behind this microphone and this camera. And I'm talking to you just like I would a dear, dear friend of mine. So here's the phone. It's right there. I'm just going to let it go to voicemail. I've answered the phone enough. I'm not going to piss with it anymore today. It's more important for me to sit and talk to you than to take this call. I'll go to voicemail. I think it rings 4 times, maybe 5. It'll go to voicemail. But this other YouTuber, this other content creator, has a very strong personality. And I may have given enough away on what he said that you know who he is, but he is in the technology space. Very self-assured individual, in my opinion, and that's fine. I respect that. I get that. It's a good thing. Confidence is a good thing, especially as a content creator. I don't even like to apply. Sorry about that. I got the camera. I got a very cheap table that I use. I didn't spend very much money on this. But confidence is an important thing. I don't really call myself a content creator. I'm not probably there. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos out of my little home office here. It's not even as really what you'd call a studio. I got shitty lighting. It's okay. I've actually upgraded a little bit to LED lights, but that's what I do. I sit down and I talk to you and I make these videos. And so, yeah, it's all about, if you want a lot of depth on a video, or if you think I should specialize, there are certain things that I could absolutely specialize in, but then I would find them rather boring. I would find it very boring to talk about certain aspects of technology in all my videos. It would get very boring for me to sit and do nothing but one product review after another after another. I mean, how many monitors are out there? How many video cards are out there? How many CPUs are out there? How much can I talk about this stuff before I drive myself insane, and probably a lot of you as well. You know, it's just a lot more to life, and I want to make videos talking about this. And for Dave Cullen has been a real good friend to me. And when I first met Dave, I think it was maybe 50,000 subscribers. Maybe it was less than that. Maybe it's in the 30s or 40,000. I don't. He's getting close to hitting 100,000 subs. He was totally a tech channel when I first met Dave, and now he talks about the regressive left, if you will, and political correctness and all this sort of stuff. And his channel has really taken off. When he started talking about this stuff and got away from technology, he actually has taken off. He's getting more views than ever and not talking about tech. So he took a tech channel and he turned it from 100% technology, he turned it to 50-50, 50% tech and 50% social commentary. And his channel's doing better than ever. And I don't want to feel as a guy who makes YouTube videos that every video I make always pertains to the latest gadget, but rather just talk to you and share with you life and just sit and be able to talk with you, I think is an amazing, amazing thing. I don't even know how I'm going to tag this video. I just need this therapy with you guys. Most of you are guys, about 95% of you are guys. So I can safely, I wish there were more ladies that watched, because I always appreciate a female's point of view on the stuff I talk about, but that's maybe a video for a different time. But I'm just really enjoying sitting here talking to you and expressing my feelings. So I had I go back to the beginning of this thing. I had a comment that somebody says you need to specialize and be more in depth. And I wonder, how deep do you really want to go? How deep is necessary, even on a product review, right? Even on a product review, how far can you go? After you run benchmarks, after you discuss the price, the performance, the benchmarks, what else is there to say? What else is there to say, right? If you base everything purely on specifications, if you're that kind of person, you're going to love those kind of production line videos. But I want to know, okay, I'd be more interested as somebody that likes to edit video. I actually like the creating part more than the finished product. I really do. I enjoy making the video much more than I do watching the finished product. I don't like to watch myself. I don't know why. I don't like to go back and watch my own videos. I like to make it. I like to edit it, but it's the creating part I like, not the final result so much. That makes sense. It's the journey is the reward. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. See, that's why I'm making this video here. I want to make videos. If I talk about products, I kind of want to talk about the experience and what I can do with it more than what the specs are, because in the technology video space, do you want lots of glamour shots of a product? Then you know what channels do that. Do you want the production line type of reviews? Then you know what channels do that. And there's channels, there's a tech channel for any particular thing you want to talk about, whether it's mobile, whether it's software, whether it's the enterprise, whether it doesn't matter, laptops or two-in-ones. There's going to be a channel, not to mention all the Let's Play videos and all that. I would argue that the tech channel space in general is overcrowded. It's overcrowded, and I think for me to continue to make videos, for me to continue to make these videos, I need to be able to just sit down and share and just get things off my chest. If there's a product or something I'm excited about, I get offers every day in my email to review products. And I'm a small channel, under 12,000 viewers. But these products in particular are ones I'd never own, never buy. So why would I waste my time making videos to get a free pair of Bluetooth headphones? It's ridiculous, nuts. I don't need another pair of headphones. I don't want them. I'm not going to dedicate part of my weekend or my precious time off to talk about something I could give a damn less about. And you could too, and it shows in the views. I try to be my authentic self, and when I read depth, for some reason that really resonated with me. So there's two things. It's the depth, and then there's this YouTuber, and he's got, I don't know, 700,000 subscribers, something like that, who basically feels if you're under 50,000 subs that you've been rejected by the YouTube community, more or less. You've been rejected, so you have failed. In his mind, you're not worth talking to. You are inconsequential, is what you are. You don't matter. And that tells me that you consider, in a way, those who do subscribe to my channel, those who do watch what I make, those of you who do listen to what I say, it makes you inconsequential as a result. You could certainly take it that way. I don't, personally. And I'm going to basically move on from this person. Not all of us are going to have 1 million subscribers. You know as well as I do, there's tens of thousands of YouTube channels out there, many with just a handful of subscribers. It's because you enjoy this. You enjoy sitting down in front of this camera. I enjoy talking to you. I love it, and it's my therapy. So yeah, I'm not, I don't intend to make super in-depth videos unless it's a class. When I do, this is somebody apparently has never watched my classes. I've got several classes online where I get very, very in-depth because it's a class. But a product review, I'm going to focus more on, what it's like to own it. Does it do what it says it's going to do? It's going to make your life better. Why should you maybe choose this or keep it in mind as an alternative? And from that, of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about the specifications, but that's about as in-depth as I think you need to get. See, that's the thing. Let you make up your mind as a viewer. Let you make up your mind if that product's worth buying or not. So yeah, that's what was it bothering me? Maybe just a little bit. I'm maybe guilty of getting a little thin-skinned from time to time. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody makes YouTube videos. There's one thing. We're all got one thing in common. Well, maybe a couple things. I think most of us have a passion for making these videos, which is hard to explain to people who don't. They don't really get it, okay? But the other thing is we're all human. We really do have feelings. I don't put myself out there to say, hey, come on, give me your best shot. That's not what we do it for. It's not what we do it for. Some might do it for monetary reasons. Others may do it out of narcissism or whatever. Others are just trying to do something they enjoy and engage with people we would have never, ever met. Before YouTube, I would have never considered a stranger in Ireland to be a friend of mine, or people in California, or all over the world for that matter. I've got friends now in the UK and all over the place that I chat and talk to. I would have never met these very good people, see, if I'd have never turned on this camera the first time. Never would have happened. And so, yeah, you just can't let these things get to you. You want to stay motivated, you want to keep creating content. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to sit and I'm going to create the content, and hopefully you like it. If you don't like it, that's fine, because I'm doing this more for me than I am for you. And that's just what I thought I'd share today. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to your comments down below. Talk to you later.